What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and I'm out in the fire engine red Camaro today, out here in Las Vegas, and I want to talk about something. So I've been seeing the stuff that GM has recently patented in terms of new sensors and cameras that will be on all of their upcoming vehicles. And evidently what they plan to do with these sensors is pretty shocking. And I just think maybe Congress needs to put a stop to all of this shit now. Roll the intro. Guys, before we get into today's video, you know we got to talk about the giveaway that's currently going on the channel. We have the Ram 3500 diesel and the Dodge Charger, the 1969 Charger with the Hellcat swap in a very iconic color setup. And extra entries are up on both of those. The extra entries on the 3500 are going to sell out, but the extra entries are open on the 1969 Charger now at a really good rate. So if you want to get in on it, we've gone ahead and put that up for you. You can get it at the link in the description down below, tk'sgarage.bigcartel.com. All right, so let's go ahead and get into today's video. I'm actually on my way down here to link up with the person that picked up, or the person that won the FA Green TRX. So we'll be making a video on that, so stay tuned. But so let's talk about this thing from GM. So GM has patented now these new sensors, and what these sensors basically do is, if they feel, if how they code it, and I don't know how that's going to work, but how they code the sensors, if they feel like you shouldn't be driving, maybe you have a limp, maybe you're not walking correctly, any of that, it won't even let you in the vehicle. Like, you can't even get in, never mind drive. It literally, like, keeps you out of your property. Make that make sense. I don't know where these companies and former politicians, you know, because they're not in power right now, came up with this bullshit where they think they can just do this shit and the citizens are going to go for it, right? It's bad enough that these other sensors are being installed now where they watch your eyes. If they see that you're drowsy, if they see that you've been drinking, any of that, it will literally disable your vehicle. I understand that there's both pros and cons to both of those things, but it's also about freedom, right? I'm a big proponent of that. I don't feel like, yeah, should there be consequences? I've had a DUI, so yeah, there's consequences to that. If you get caught drinking and driving, you know, if you're not, and I say this to everybody, if you've had a few drinks, you need to not drive, period. Get an Uber. There's no excuse for it. So I will say that, you know, while I see that there's pros and cons on both sides to that stuff, I just feel like it's such an overreach and such a violation of the Fourth Amendment, because it's also what these systems are also going to do is they're also reaching out to law enforcement. So they're not just it's not like an innocent thing where they're just like, oh, we're just not going to let you in. Not only do they do that, but it also reaches out to the police. So think about all of the false calls to law enforcement by these cars that might have a bad sensor or something, and law enforcement's now coming out to deal with somebody because they think they're drunk or they have an issue and they're trying to get in their car. Yes, I know that's an extreme, TK, that's a nightmare scenario, but it could happen. All right, so when I see stuff like that could happen, I'd rather just never ever let it happen. Make sure it can never happen. This isn't rocket science. This is very straightforward and very easy to prevent. Now, the stuff that's going on now, they're going to have to build these cars with these DUI sensors or these remote shutdown sensors, which it's getting to the point where you really don't own your vehicle. And I have a separate video on that, on subscriptions and crap, but It's getting to the point where you won't even own your car. It's like you pay $50,000 for the right to be able to use that vehicle, right? You got to pay property tax on it in some states. You got to pay tags and stuff on it. But if the car doesn't feel like you should be driving, it disables it. I don't know, man. I think like this is too far down the rabbit hole, and Congress needs to act on this now. Not at the end of the president's terms, not at the midterms. Do it now. There's bipartisan support to end this shit. Repeal this crap that got passed during the Biden administration. Get rid of it, because auto manufacturers, once they put this stuff in and they know that they can sell this data and all the rest of it, it's not going anywhere. I can tell you right now that you can book it. That shit's there forever. It's going to be there to stay. So if you don't want it, you need to contact your congressmen, your senators, get on their ass and make them pass this legislation to get rid of all of these crazy sensors that are already in, right? That are already going in. Not to mention this other stuff from GM. I just saw that this just took it to a new level. Now, the other sensors now give them the ability to remote shut off your car and, tell on you if you're drinking and driving, right? But this other sensor that GM just patented might not even let you in your car. I feel like that's insane. What if you're running from somebody? Maybe what if somebody's trying to attack you? Think about this for females, right? Females running away from an attacker, trying to get in the vehicle. Her eyes look a little crazy because, someone's trying to hurt you. So you're running, right? And you can't get away. You can't get into your own vehicle. It's nightmare scenario shit. I can't see it. I can't co-sign it. I just don't think it's a good idea at all. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about this madness. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Again, the giveaways are active right now on the Ram 3500 and the Charger Hellcat, the 1969 Dodge Charger Hellcat. Basically a classic with a resto mod swap. So if you want to get on any of those, link in the description down below. Thank you guys very much for watching. I got to go get in with this wonderful person that won the TRX, the F8 Green TRX. And I'm also going to check out some stuff that they got at Tobin for sale as well while I'm out there. So anyways, until next time, thank you guys very much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And as always, stay petty, my friends.